Hello, and thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Jamie, and I just walked a mile back to the house where I'm staying and walked about a total of 6 miles today between going to the beach and coming back, and then going to the drum circle and coming back again. I'm feeling so good. The weather right now is really nice. We're supposed to get a storm, but it hasn't happened, and it just feels like perfect. And the road that I was walking on is completely pitch black dark. There are no street lights on it. So I was just really enjoying the walk back. And the thought came to my mind of how awesome it is that when we want to get somewhere, all we have to do is keep taking the step. That's it. We're not in a race. We're not in competition with anyone. We simply have to keep taking the steps. That's it. One step at a time. And I know that seems like a small thing, but really this translates into so many different areas of our lives. And I know that sometimes we can get caught up in the details, or we can get caught up in the total amount of miles that we're going to be trekking on, or whatever it is, that we can lose sight of the fact that's like, at the end of the day, all we have to do is keep taking a step forward. We just have to keep going. And as we do that, as we keep taking each step, as we keep following whatever it is that we need to do on our path, ultimately we get where we're meant to be, and we get where we're planning to go. So tonight I was just thinking of it in terms of it being about a mile walk in the dark back to the house where I'm staying. And I was just thinking, like, man, isn't it so cool? It's like, if I just keep taking a step, one step at a time. I'm not trying to run, I'm not trying to hurry. I actually was really taking my time, just soaking in the beautiful weather. And as we do that, like, I made it to the house, like, you know, and that's all I had to do. And when I've been on really big hikes, like, say I go on a hike that is 12 and a half miles round trip, like, on my way there, sometimes I can get short of breath. Sometimes I want to take a break or whatever, but ultimately, all I have to keep doing is taking one individual step at a time. And as long as I keep moving forward, as long as I keep taking that step, I'm gonna make it to my end goal destination. And I was thinking of it in terms of like a degree. Say you're in school, really break it down. Like, what do you have to do today? What do you have to do right now? Usually, school is a series of assignments and tests and papers or things like that, quizzes. And you just have to keep taking each step. You got to study for the test and then take it. You got to study for the quiz and then take it. You've got to write the paper, turn it in. And by the end of the semester, you've done all the things. You pass that semester. Then you pass the year, and you keep going and you get the degree. And granted, like, sometimes things are placed on our path that are kind of like whirlwinds, meant to shake things up and shift things. It's not always just so linear. I mean, life isn't really linear. I'm just thinking in terms of these like walks and hikes in school, but the reality is, like, all we ever have to keep doing is taking a step. And say on this path that I'm on, trusting my intuition with everything, all I ever do is just take the next step ahead of me. Whatever I feel to do, I just keep doing it. And things keep just lining up and working out. Like, life really isn't that complicated. We make it really complicated by thinking that we need to have like some huge plan for our lives, or have everything mapped out or known about. And for me, anyway, like, while I enjoy stability, I also feel bored when I just like think that I know everything and how it's lining up in my life. And, you know, we can get whammy sometimes, and sometimes the things require us to be resilient and have courage and, you know, go easy on ourselves, because things happen in life that aren't always like, uh, they don't always feel good, right? And the reality is, like, those moments, we end up learning where we're at. Like, learning about our resilience, learning about our courage, learning about how persistent we are, determined we are to keep going. So, but with, yeah, anyway, I'm not sure where else to really go with this, but I just had that thought, and it's like, if you have something going on right now, or you don't know what to do next, just keep trusting that you're going to get shown each step as you need it. And as you do that, it's essentially building your trust in yourself and your intuition. And for me, I know that as I keep trusting my intuition and I keep following my heart and following what I feel in any given moment, everything keeps aligning for me. Like everything keeps working out in the most beautiful ways. And yeah, like, trusting our intuition builds the resilience of us and our trust and our faith. Keep taking steps like builds our physical strength. These are all things that we can do to build ourselves up and to break things down in bite-sized pieces so that we don't get completely overwhelmed with life. Because the reality is, like, we have very little control over the things that happen outside of us, right? Like, we're creating our reality, but also there is some mystery in this reality. Like, we don't have everything figured out. We don't have every little step known. So there's always got to be some level of faith in what we're doing and on the path that we're on. And I find that the more faith I have that everything is working out for me, the better I feel and the more peace that I have as I move forward. So anyway, just some thoughts for tonight. I hope that you're all doing so great, and I appreciate you being here so much. Thanks for tuning in.